into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
TV8 is serving the community 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, delivering content in all sorts of mediums. Take us with you on the go as Good Morning Vail and Good Day Vail are now available as podcasts. You can find us on Spotify, Apple, and Pandora. And don't forget, you can always find TV8 on YouTube, tv8vail.com, and all of our social media platforms. Just another reason why there's more for you on 92.
You're watching K34QB, Vail, Colorado.
Welcome to Good Morning Vail for this Thursday, December 28th edition. I'm one of your in-studio hosts, Ben Roof, joined by Kevin Shields at the weather station. We've got a great show in store for you today. Kicking things off, we're going to talk a little bit about how to protect ourselves from getting sick this holiday season. Then we're going to have a visit from the American Kennel Club, and then we're going to take a look back at the Vail Film Festival. So, your Thursday edition of Good Morning Vail starts right now.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us this morning on Good Morning Vail. Ben hit it on the head. We've got an exciting show for you today. Very interested in seeing what the AKC is all about right now, the American Kennel Club. A lot of things going on there with the national championship. So we'll have a Zoom interview today and be enlightened by two lovely ladies that are part of that organization. Now let's take a look at that local weather. Getting up today, 10 degrees. Burr when you get up at 8 a.m. So make sure you bundle up, layer up. Get that car started a little bit early so you can get going there. A high today of 35 degrees, light and variable winds, really nothing to look at if you're out there on the slopes. Looking at the Vail by hour, that 30-degree mark, 35 high is probably going to be around that 3 p.m. time, so things will start to warm up a little bit there if you're out on the slopes. The I-70 corridor looks nice and clear. 46 in Denver, 35 in Vail. Avon is showing a 34 degrees, and Eagle is 31 degrees, and pretty much mostly sunny there across that I-70 corridor. The one thing to worry about if you're going towards Denver up Floyd Hill, just watch that sun glare. This time of year, it gets a little intense if you're going up that hill. Tonight, low of 12 degrees, mostly clear, sunset at 4:49 p.m. And again, those winds are going to be very light and variable, so nothing really to worry about there. This is what looks really nice, though. Looking at tomorrow, sunny, 38 degrees. Going to have some nice weather out there, 40 degrees on Saturday and Sunday. So that nice weekend coming in and give us some nice temperatures to get out there on the slopes, enjoy as we ski. And then the clouds start to roll in. So we'll see what happens there as the cloud cover kind of comes in and we start hopefully getting some more snow. We need a little bit more snow out there on those hills. Now looking at the snow report, 1 inch reported in Beaver Creek in the last 48 hours. Season total 80 inches, 35-inch base depth. So, you know, we've still got a lot of snow out there, a lot of terrain to hit. Beaver Creek is 39% open. We've got 22 lifts spinning over there, 88 trails open. I was up there yesterday, so it was very nice skiing over there, hitting over to Vail. 27 lifts are spinning, 240 trails are open over in Vail Mountain, and that's 86% of the terrain. So a lot going on over there. They've got 101-inch total for this season, which seems pretty good for the amount of snowfall that we've had recently, Ben.
It certainly is. I mean, it's been nice and cold throughout the winter so far, and it's helped us keep that snow around, which I was just in Whistler recently.
Yeah, you were telling me.
Whew, man, it was not cold there. The lows were in like the mid-30s, and it was precipitating the whole time. And depending on how high up you were on the mountain, it was various levels of spring skiing conditions. And by the time I left, the base had kind of melted out a little bit. And so it was really nice to get home. I arrived back Christmas Eve to 9 inches of fresh powder and then a 5-inch day on Christmas. So
nice.
Got
So what
the best
we have
skiing
out there
I was
right
looking
now
for
is a gift.
here.
Perfect. Yeah, my brother, he's out east, and he said it's been 50 degrees and raining out there. It's been a little tough for them to even get out as well. But, you know, in November, they were talking about this El Nino pattern that was coming in, and that's kind of exactly what it does.
Exactly.
A lot of warmer weather, that northern part up in Canada where you were, and gosh, it's a tough season.
Well, and it's my understanding that a lot of times the El Nino seasons can have a bit of a slow start, and then if we do have those slow starts, we tend to just get hammered with snow throughout January and February. So fingers crossed we'll have some really good powder days here as we get colder and deeper into the winter. Yeah,
we had one of those, it was about 7 years ago. Beaver Creek closed. That next day, we got like 3 feet of snow over the next few days.
Yeah.
So great skinning up if you're uphill.
You know, that was the season that I was able to ski Aspen in July.
Wow. Wonderful. Well, we hope it continues and we get that same kind of pattern this year.
Exactly. Fill up your coffee and we'll be right back after a short message.
Good morning, Vail.
Lions Head Jewelers Fossil and Mineral Gallery. Located in the heart of Lions Head Village for over a decade, our 4,000 square foot gallery boasts a one-of-a-kind experience that cannot be found anywhere else in Vail. We carry the most exquisite array of fine jewelry, high-end minerals, and museum-quality fossils. We invite you to come in and explore all the history and beauty that nature has to offer.
Hi, it's Julio from TV8 Vail. Do you ever wonder why our tagline is "There's more for you on 92"? Because we're always bringing you more. More Good Morning Vail from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. all year long. More local coverage with Vail Vibes and Covered Bridge on TV8. More opportunities to participate with new roundtable panels on mountain perspectives and our new Spanish programming block coming this fall. Find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on YouTube, or our website at tv8vail.com.
Just wanted to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to my family in Florida, in Delray Beach, Florida. I miss you guys and wish you were here. Love you.
All right, Merry Christmas, Thomas and Annie. We can't wait to spend Christmas with you. Love you guys.
Hi everyone, happy holidays from Vail Health.
Les deseamos una feliz Navidad y un próspero año nuevo.
Have a happy, healthy holiday season. Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. With the holiday season coming in, and especially that week between Christmas and New Year's being so busy here in the Vail Valley, we had an expert stop by to talk a little bit about how to keep ourselves safe from COVID and other illnesses during the holiday season. And Kim sat down to have that interview. Let's take a look.
Now it's the holiday season, which means people are out and about. You're spending more time with friends and family. You're attending more events, and that means you are at greater risk of contracting COVID-19, which is still an ongoing threat. Joining me today is the Chief Medical Officer of the Illinois Department of Health, Dr. Artie Barnes. Dr. Barnes, how are you this morning?
Great, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank goodness. No COVID on my front, but talk to me about COVID and who are at the most risk for serious illness from COVID-19.
So it's important for people to know that almost 3/4 of our population has a risk factor for developing really severe COVID-19. And you could go to, again, cdc.gov or the COVID Vaccines Project and look for your risk factors there. But I think the key thing to know, having an underlying condition, cancer, heart disease, having just a weakened immune system from being on medications that suppress your body's ability to fight infections, all those can put you at risk. And sometimes some of these risk factors can be subtle. For example, just having physical inactivity or even mental conditions like depression can put you at risk for having serious complications from COVID-19.
Wow, I don't think I would have thought about the depression being a factor that can put you at serious risk. So talk to me about COVID-19 treatment options.
So the good news is we have 2 oral pills right now that work well to protect you from getting you to the hospital, as well as 1 intravenous or IV medication that can do that too. So the 2 oral pills, people may have heard of these before, Paxlovid and Lagevrio, and they can lower your risk of getting to the hospital almost by 50% in some studies, 80% in others. And so it really is important for people to be able to talk to their providers and find out if this pill is important for them. But the key thing is time. They have to get these treatments, the oral pills, within 5 days of starting their symptoms from COVID. And the symptoms can be subtle. It could be as simple as fatigue or feeling a little small fever, maybe a sore throat or a cough. So as soon as your symptoms start, the clock starts ticking, and it's important to get these antivirals in, especially if you have an underlying condition that puts you at risk for severe disease. So talk to your providers immediately, have a plan ahead of time, know that you can access these medications. And again, 2 options right now, both Paxlovid and Lagevrio for oral and remdesivir for intravenous.
That's good to know. Now, talk to me about the antivirals and how they work. So is it okay to take them, the second, like, let's say I had a scratchy throat, is it okay to go ahead and start taking them just to be preventative?
Ideally, you want to make sure that you have COVID, because the scratchy throat in the season could be RSV, it could be flu. You really want to make sure that you are at risk for COVID. However, if you're someone who's extremely vulnerable, let's say you're on some kind of cancer chemotherapy and have very low ability to fight infections, or you just recently had a transplant, then I think this is something to talk to your provider ahead of time and say, when should I think about starting treatments before even waiting for the test results to come back? Again, I cannot imagine a scenario where that would be warranted, because right now you could get test results really fast. Now, you could take the COVID-19 tests at home. There are also some commercially available at-home tests for flu too. So I think those are important to remember, that you could get your test results pretty fast within 24 hours and then determine, do you need treatment for flu or do you need treatment for COVID?
Absolutely. So it sounds like have a plan ahead of time, take a COVID test, and then start those treatments as soon as possible. Now,
yes,
let's talk a bit about the media report. So they're saying there's a rebound from these antivirals. Is that a concern? Can you explain a little bit further what a rebound would be from the antivirals?
Yeah, and just to be clear, antivirals do cause rebound, but so does COVID itself. So rebound has been associated even outside of the context of anyone getting an antiviral. So what rebound means is that you've gone through the illness, you felt better, or the virus is clearing from your system and then it reactivates or comes back. And it's likely that that happens in certain situations. Sometimes when you take the antiviral, some people will clear it and then they feel the virus comes back. And it's not that the virus is resistant to these antivirals. They've already found out that that's not so, but there are mechanisms at play here we don't quite know. Now, one recent study showed that you can actually get rebound if you take the antivirals a little too early from the point of time where your test turns negative to positive. So within 2 days of your test going from negative to positive, if you take it, there's a possibility of rebound occurring. But the good news is rebound, for the most part, is mild. It has not resulted in a higher rate of hospitalizations or deaths. In fact, these antivirals still are profoundly effective in protecting you from hospitalization and death. And most recent studies, real-world studies, even in the past year in 2023, have shown that you could lower your risk of death by even about 70 to 80%. So would you rather risk death versus rebound? I think the question for me is simple, that you would potentially risk a little bit of a reactivation of the virus if you're at high risk for complications, especially if you know these antivirals will protect you from hospitalizations and deaths.
Oh, that's a no-brainer in my opinion as well. So where can we access these antivirals?
The good news is they are at most pharmacies. And different states have different mechanisms of how they've distributed these antivirals. We in Illinois have distributed it through pretty much most of our retail pharmacies here. You can actually go to the COVID-19 treatment locator, which is open access for anyone in the country, and type your zip code or look into your state or your region, and it'll show you where your treatment options are. It could be pharmacies, it could be providers' offices, and this is for those who have the U.S. government supply. Now, it's commercially available. Both of these products are commercially available, and so you don't necessarily even need to tap into this resource. You could just talk to your providers and see if they can just prescribe you this antiviral, and not everyone will still qualify for the free U.S. government supply of these antivirals. So they're now reserved for those who have Medicare, Medicaid, public, or certain forms of public insurance, and of course those who are uninsured.
Wonderful. Well, it sounds like it's best to talk to your provider, find out where you can get them, and obviously be advised for treatment. Dr. Barnes, thank you so much for coming on, and hopefully your information sharing will lower the risk and COVID-19 won't be as prevalent this holiday season as we've seen it in the past. We appreciate you.
Thank you. I hope so, and stay safe.
Same to you. Now, happy holidays, and stay tuned. Now, we've got a bit more left on the show. We'll be right back after this.
Good morning, Vail.
Each week on the Tech Show, you can look forward to the latest in technology and how you can use it too. We'll also chat with leading experts, and you'll find out if the latest gadget will take my money or not. Don't miss the Tech Show. Tech your local listings.
Thank you for watching Good Morning Vail. Have an amazing day. Get on out there, soak up that sunshine. We'll see you tomorrow right here for more Good Morning Vail. Bye, everyone. Hi, I'm Gretchen Pleshaw. You might recognize me from the Glitz and Glam with Gretchen. Maybe you hear my voice on the radio from time to time or see me out at a concert or two. I love concerts. If you see me out, the long mermaid hair, I'm almost 6 foot tall. It's hard to miss. Come and say hi, give me a high five, and make sure to watch me right here on TV8.
My name is Tyler Alvarez. I work here at Sweet Basil in Vail. I'm a bartender here. I originally came to Vail to snowboard. I slept on my sister and my cousin's couch, for what was supposed to be a week, turned into 2 months, and then I found my own spot, and then kind of made friends and worked different places in the valley and kind of just fell in love with it more and more every single day, and ended up finding my way to Sweet Basil through some friends who worked here and all the great things that I heard about it. And yeah, I've been here for 4 years now. It's hard to wake up in Vail and be upset when you look outside. It's just beautiful. My favorite part about working at Sweet Basil is definitely that I could be proud about everything that we're putting out, whether it's food, drinks. We also get to be really creative here. The bartenders, the whole team here, we workshop our menus every season, so we'll start with a spirit or an ingredient, and then we get to be really creative and make a whole project of it. And then when we get the final product, it's a drink that we're all really proud of for the whole menu, and that's super fun, just being able to be creative and work with new things. And the most fun cocktails to make, though, are definitely the ones that we get to create from scratch. When people take a sip and say, oh my God, this is delicious, or they just love it. And that's probably the most fun for me, the creativity behind it and making unique cocktails. That, for me, that would be the most fun drink to make, just the one that you start from scratch and then people are excited about. I'm Tyler, I live and work in Vail. Come see me at Sweet Basil.
Good morning, Vail.
Good morning and welcome back to Good Morning Vail. There is a lot of neat activities. We talk about sporting activities. We talk about different things, especially out here in ski country. But something that is new that we really enjoy watching here, especially in the mountains, is the AKC. Now, the AKC, American Kennel Club, has been around for a long, long time. And I've got Gina DiNardo and Carolyn Mano that are here with me right now to talk about what's happening in 2023 with this exciting event. We've got the National Championship.
Hey, Kevin, how are you?
I'm great, thank you. Who are those
really
two?
excited.
Who are those two friends with you?
So this is Brooke. She is a 15-month-old or 13-month-old Whippet. And this is Mavis, and she's almost 10 years old.
Nice.
Both Whippets, so yeah.
Perfect. So I'm sorry, I cut you off, Carolyn.
No, I was going to say we've got a veteran and a rookie here, and we're so excited about the national championship. It's on ABC on New Year's Eve at 2:00 Eastern time, so around 11 a.m. where you live. And there's so many different breeds on display. I know, Kevin, you were mentioning all kinds of different sporting breeds. A lot of those breeds that you see out in Colorado, whether it's the retrievers or the Swiss mountain breeds, if you're up kind of in that mountain range. Working dogs that are so popular. There's a lot to choose from at the American Kennel Club. There's 200 recognized breeds. So you might see some that you're familiar with out there your way, and then there are so many that are brand new to so many people too.
So you talk about the AKC and the different breeds. What are the qualifications for a dog to be included in the national championship?
So the national championship is the culmination of a years-long competition, but any dog that is registered with AKC can enter the national championship, but then you have to beat the big guns to get to the big stage because all the top dogs in the country and from around the world, we have dogs from 35 different countries and all 50 states competing. But anyone with a purebred dog can compete in conformation events, and anyone with a dog can compete in the 20 other AKC events that we have. So really, if you have a dog, there's something for you to do.
Well, that is amazing. I know we have an activity out here called the GoPro Games, and that's in June. And they have dog championships. They have obstacle courses, a lot of neat things to run. Where in the country, or where, I guess, around the world, are your competitions held?
So we have competitions, over 5,000 events annually, all over the country. So there's definitely one or two in your community. There's a calendar of events on akc.org, our website. And so you can look up and find the dog show that's in your community. It's a great family event. It's a great way to learn about different breeds. If you're looking to add a breed to your lifestyle, there are a bunch of rare breeds that you only see at a dog show that might make a great family pet. So it's a real fun event. The national championship on TV is a great way to also learn about the dogs and all the history that's behind them, their function, their purpose. So it's edutainment, is like I like to call it.
I love that. I love that term. And you kind of hit it on that. That's very interesting. People should go to one of these competitions. If you're looking to get a dog for your family, what a better place to go than to learn about the dispositions and, like you said, the lifestyle that the dog leads to make sure it matches what your family lifestyle is.
Yep, and then the breeders that are there are really the breed experts. So it's a great place to talk to people who have lived and bred these breeds for, decades, and can give you really like the inside scoop of what it's like to live with a certain breed. And, along the way, you make friends, you make mentors, and it's a great family sport.
Nice. What a great resource. Now let's talk rules. So in the competition itself, is the competition made up of multiple mini competitions to lead up to the finals, or how is that done and what type of rules are put into place?
Yeah, Kevin, it's a great question. It's a question that I get asked a lot, and it's a very rigorous judging process that begins with breed judging. So when you go down to Orlando, Florida, for example, for the national championship, we have thousands of dogs down there and so many dogs of the same breed. So you're judged within your breed itself. And then when you make it out of that group, you go to what's called the group phase of the judging, which is groups like the toy group, the sporting group, the non-sporting group, the hound group, the working group. And those are breeds that are all classified based on the form, the heritage, the traits that they all share. When you get to that point, you are at the big stage and you've made it through quite a big process already. And then the judging for the national championship, to make it out of that group, we call these dogs judged according to what's called the breed standard. So that is kind of the blueprint for what an ideal breed should be. So when you see those final 7 on the big stage on ABC, it's not necessarily a French bulldog going up against a Xoloitzes Quintilian, which one is better out of the head-to-head competition. It's which one of these breeds is most closely resembling the perfect ideal version of their particular breed. And so that's the most interesting part about it, is that if you see the dog standing at the end of the day at the national championship, you know that this dog has been bred so closely to what the perfect version of this breed would be. It's really exciting to get to that point and see just how beautiful they all are.
It's very exciting, and I know towards the end there, the pageantry that takes place, and just even from the toy group, when they walk across the stage, it's very majestic. It's just the training and the time that goes into this, I can't imagine the hours.
Well, it's lifelong dedication for a lot of these breeders and owners. They're dedicated to preserving their favorite breed and then breeding the best quality dogs that they can, healthy, happy dogs. And so, again, the best dogs are on parade at the national championship, and it's a wonderful place to learn about all the different breeds.
Well, ladies, thank you so much for your time this morning. And for people to tune in, when is the competition again, please?
Yes, so it'll be 11 a.m. your time, 2 p.m. Eastern on ABC on New Year's Eve.
We can't wait. Well, best of luck to you both. Enjoy this competition. 2023 is sure to be a great show. So all of our viewers here at Good Morning Vail, make sure you tune in. This will be a great event.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thanks, ladies. We'll be back soon with more Good Morning Vail.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Familia, estamos muy emocionados de por fin presentarles nuestro nuevo programa completamente en español, Conexión Latina, que se estrena este lunes 21 de agosto a partir de las 7 de la tarde. Por el momento, el programa se transmitirá los lunes, miércoles y viernes de 7 a 7 y media de la tarde, con una repetición de 7 y media a 8, así que no hay excusas para perdértelo. Te recuerdo que puedes sintonizar nuestra programación a través del canal 92 de Comcast, nuestra página web tv8vail.com y nuestra página de Facebook TV8 Conexión Latina. Acompáñanos en esta nueva aventura llena de información y entretenimiento local. No te lo pierdas.
Well, Archer and I are going to get headed on further down the trail, but I hope you'll catch up with us a little bit later. Hi, I'm Ben Roof, and I'm one of the new hosts here at TV8. I'm so excited to share all of my explorations throughout the Vail Valley with my dog Archer, where we'll be taking you to hiking trails, biking trails, maybe we'll go rafting, fishing, or whatever else we can come up with. I'm so excited to share all of that with you in my new segment, Outdoor Adventures. Don't forget to catch up with us every day right here at TV8 Vail or at tv8vail.com because there's always more for you on 92.
Do you have an interesting hobby or skill you'd like to share for Vail Valley? We want to hear from you. We're looking for people to share their musical, artistic, culinary, woodworking, athletic, or technical talents on Good Morning Vail. If you'd like to share your talents with the community, email Danielle at tv8vail.com. Join the community conversation. There's more for you on 92.
Experience the magic of the season like never before with the Leadville Railroad on our Holiday Express. Gather the family for an enchanting journey filled with dazzling displays of twinkling lights and festive decorations. Create cherished memories that will last a lifetime on this unforgettable train adventure that captures the spirit of the holidays. Booking information at leadvillerailroad.com.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Let's take another quick look at today's weather forecast. Starting off at 8 a.m. this morning, it's a cold one at about 10 degrees. Warming up though to a high of 35 towards the mid-afternoon there, mostly sunny with some light and variable winds. As we take a look at the hourly forecast there, we're looking at noon, we're seeing about 30 degrees there, 29 degrees and sunny with that high sometime between noon and 4 p.m. as things start to cool off there, hitting about 18 degrees as we get towards 8 p.m. at around dinner time. Taking a look at the I-70 corridor there, down in Denver, we're seeing a high of 46 and sunny, Vail 35 and mostly sunny, Avon 34 and mostly sunny, and Eagle 31 and mostly sunny. Taking a look at overnight there, we've got that low of 12 degrees with a little bit of cloud covers in the sky and an almost full moon with sunset coming in at 4:59 p.m. Still some light and variable winds. As we take a look at the rest of the weekly forecast there, on Friday we're seeing sunny skies with a high of 38 degrees, high of 40, mostly sunny on Saturday, high of 36 and sunny on Sunday, and then on Monday we're seeing mostly cloudy skies with a high of 35, and then partly cloudy on Tuesday with that high of 31. Now, let's take a quick look back at the Vail Film Festival and in honor of today's National Short Film Day.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. We are all giggles this morning. I am with the lovely, gorgeous Ava Akers and Chelsea Bowe. How are you doing, you guys? We're excited, yeah. And they are here for No Right Way, the amazing film I am stoked to watch. I know all about this. And I have to say, just before we dive right in, you guys are full of energy and full of love and light and just beautiful. How is this? And I can tell that you have such a good working relationship. How did this all come to be your friendship?
Good question. Really just through, so I directed No Right Way.
Yes.
Ava is a co-star, and I found Ava, our lovely casting directors help us find Ava, but I feel like pretty immediately we hit it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we just, yeah.
Well, and Chelsea, you're a writer, director, and you're starring in the film.
Yes.
Can we take a moment and just thank you? That is a big deal.
Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you. Yeah.
She does it all.
Literally, I'm like, yes, you do all of it. That's incredible to have that type of mind, writing, directing, and acting, co-starring in this film.
Yeah, it's been a journey, and I couldn't have done it without the crew and my husband, who's my producing partner, and just like the support of everyone. You know,
I love that.
It takes a village.
Well, and we should say Sean Drummond as well is the producer.
Yeah. Yes.
And I heard that he's very close to us this morning.
He is.
I'm like,
He
if
may
we
be
could
here.
pan over to the left. So, No Right Way. It's all about, tell me if I'm correct, a tween, or we like to say teeny bopper, that is forced to live with her half-sister.
Yes.
And what ensues? Is it good? Is it bad? Tell us a little bit about the film.
Sure, yeah. So Harper has control tendencies.
Okay.
And that doesn't fare well when she's taking care of Georgie, who's very independent for her age. And kind of, you know, as she's trying to step into this like parenting role as a 20-something-year-old woman, it doesn't go as planned, as it never does. And it kind of leads to exposing like their parallel childhood wounds.
That's
So,
what I was so interested in when I
Yeah.
was reading all about the film. I think that's such a cool moment in the story that you're able to connect and see where both of you are wounded and both of you have this pain and this hurt from the way you were raised. That's a very interesting, I don't think that's been, I've never heard of that
And they're
before.
half-sisters, so they have the same dad, different moms, so, and they're raised very differently, but they do have some
similar.
Yeah.
And I think they bond by finding humor in the tough situations, which is what I love, you know, just to lead your life with that kind of message of, you know, find the funny in the bad times.
I love that.
They kind of relate in that way, but I don't think Georgie wouldn't want to admit that.
Well, and I think that's such truth for life, right? Like there are things that hurt, and it's not always easy, but you have to find kind of, you're right, you can laugh or cry, and sometimes it's okay to feel the way you want to feel, but sometimes you have to laugh because
sometimes you do it at the same time.
Exactly.
I've done
Very
that.
true. Me too, girl. So No Right Way, where was it filmed, and how long did it take to film as well?
So we filmed it in between Los Angeles and Vegas, a little bit of both,
Awesome.
mostly in LA, outskirts of LA, and it took about 20-ish days.
Wow.
Yeah, with pickups and everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
20 days.
Yeah.
That's insane. That's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
What were the hours like?
We were doing 12-hour days, which is, and Ava at the time was 18, which it was her first job as an adult. Before then, she's been working since she was 3 years old. So
That's
she's a
amazing.
freaking pro.
Oh my gosh. You guys, I'm like, talk about powerful women right here. Thank you. That is brilliant. But and it seems like you guys just really connect on a level, you're a friendship level.
We're
and
family now.
Yeah.
I
She's
can't
my
wait
sister in real life too at this point.
I love that because I can't wait to see that on the screen. I'm sure it's so, it just bounces off and you can feel that energy together.
You definitely can feel it. So we've been told.
We have been told. The chemistry's there. The family aspect is there.
So the whole concept of the film is kind of working through these childhood wounds that you both have, and the feeling of you being independent and wanting to go your own way, and then having someone pull you back and have this moment of, no, you can't do you. You have to kind of follow my rules. Was that hard for you guys to play the different characters, or was it easy?
Do you relate with them?
Yeah.
Okay, because I feel like it kind of felt natural for me to be on that other side of like the independent side, because it's tough for me to admit sometimes when I need help and to ask for that help.
100%.
And I love advice, but I don't like to admit that I desperately need help.
Don't we all?
Right.
Yeah, so I think that was what I pulled from my own self to play this character, because she is so different from me in a lot of ways, but that aspect of it was very like, that was kind of my stubbornness and
that relatable.
Yeah. I really resonated with that part of Georgie, and I don't know. I mean,
so the story is inspired by my sister and I and experiences we shared.
Real life.
Yes.
Love this. Okay.
So Harper is a version of me, but she's definitely more uptight than I am. I have some of that, but Harper's like next level.
Yeah.
I love your energy. You're like, I am way more chill. Let me just like tell everyone before
For the
you see the
record.
film, I'm way more chill.
That's so you guys
brilliant.
know.
And that's such an interesting moment too, because you're playing yourself pretty much. Did you find, for me, that would be hard, truly, because I know, just like what you said, you have to take it to a different level where you're like, maybe I have some of these tendencies, however, I'm not that crazy, you know?
Yeah. And Harper, she's definitely kind of the antagonist a little bit in the film. So that it was fun to play, and I think the hardest part was writing it, actually.
Really?
I think playing it was surprisingly easier than like doing, because that's when you do all the work, is like in the writing phase. And
that's what I was going to ask you. Was this so very cathartic for you to write this, because you're living your life again?
Yes.
And you're yes. That was awesome. You guys are great. I love that. Come back tomorrow.
We'll be here.
So I can't imagine, that it has to be really cathartic, but also I'm sure there were some tears, some funny moments. Tell us about, take us on that journey.
Roller coaster. And my little sister, who's 19, she was on set the entire time too.
Wow.
So it really was an emotional roller coaster.
Did she talk
both
to
of
you
us.
a little bit about?
Yeah, she really guided me through approaching the scenes that were more closely to like her real life and what really happened. And we got close and we talked all the time. I just wanted to make sure that I knew everything that I needed to do those scenes and play that part. But
did that put a weight on your, because what you're saying, I love that, because you guys are such genuinely kind humans. And I know for you, I can tell you guys obviously take this very seriously, and it's your passion and you're good at what you do. Was that hard a little bit, just to be like, I want to make sure that I depict you in the right light, in the right way? That's like a lot of pressure.
I think so, but I felt really fortunate to have her there to talk to me, and she's so open and so she was so vulnerable and strong and just really honest. And we kind of had to just be that vulnerable and honest with ourselves and each other to get to those points. So I was glad that I had her there to kind of tell me things, or she gave me like the music she listened to when she was 13, and I would listen to that on set.
So cool.
And just fill my mind with that time of her life.
Wow.
But
you're literally walking in her shoes, which is really
in a way, So there's definitely a pressure. I want to be, I want to do her justice and like make her happy with it. But also, I think I had some leeway because it is a separate character.
Right.
So it's not
sure.
Every time you say that now, I'm just laughing because you're like, I am not that crazy.
And Georgie and Alana aren't identical either, but there's pieces of Alana.
Yeah, you can take
pieces
them.
of me, for sure. And Ava made
so
it
it's fun
her
to pick and pull and just see what you want to add in there.
Ladies, you got me really excited. I am super stoked. And tell us all what time, because I know you have kind of a big time slot.
Yeah, we're the closing night film, which we're super excited about. We're screening on Saturday at 7:30 p.m. at the Cascade Theater.
Awesome.
At the Grand Hyatt. So we're super excited about it. Yeah.
You got me really excited, so I can.
And Ava's winning an award. So.
Oh, let's talk. Okay, real quick, Ava, what award are you winning? I already know.
I'm being honored with the Rising Star Award.
That's amazing.
It's crazy. I can't believe
it. It couldn't happen to a nicer human being. You're lovely. You guys both.
So are you.
You won my
True.
I'm like, I'm not crazy. That's all. Every time I see you now, I'm going to be like, girl. After I watch the movie, I'm going to be like, were you really like that? Well, I can't wait to check it out. I will be there. You guys are brilliant. Thank you so much. And for people that can't maybe make it on Saturday, is there somewhere else they can check it out?
So it's not online yet, but we're keeping everyone in the loop through social media. So at No Right Way Movie on Instagram and at No Right Way Film on Facebook. And we'll tell everyone where it ends up so that when it finds distribution, we can share it with everyone.
Well, ladies, you are amazing. Check out the film. I hope to see you Saturday night, The Cascade. And keep it right here. We have more Good Morning Vail to come.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
America was built on a love for the outdoors. We are a nation of sportsmen, blessed with magnificent natural resources. With broad interests across water and field, we are united in our devotion to nature and conservation. Join us every week for the best shows, celebrating the outdoor lifestyle. Outdoor America. Live free.
Experience the magic of the season like never before with the Leadville Railroad on our Holiday Express. Gather the family for an enchanting journey filled with dazzling displays of twinkling lights and festive decorations. Create cherished memories that will last a lifetime on this unforgettable train adventure that captures the spirit of the holidays. Booking information at leadvillerailroad.com.
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We've transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the immersion theater.
I'm Amy Goodman, host of Democracy Now! Our independent news hour offers diverse perspectives and unique opinions, often unheard in the mainstream media, live as the news unfolds. Tune in for Democracy Now!, the War and Peace Report, weekday mornings at 9 and evenings at 6 on TV8 Vail, Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on Channel 92.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. The Vail Film Festival just rolled through town. A lot of great films out there that were shown throughout the valley. Kim had a chance to sit down with one of them with the title 7,000 Miles. Let's take a look.
Good morning, Vail.
We're loving this Thursday morning because it is all about the Vail Film Festival. And joining me today on the couch are the inspiration, producers, and actors of the film 7,000 Miles. I've got Alexandra and Linda here today. How are you, ladies?
We're good.
Thanks for having
Thank
us.
you.
Good, good. I'm so excited to hear the story. So, Alexandra, you star in the film. Yeah. Tell me a little bit about the premise of it and what we can expect.
We aim to inspire and empower women with this film and with our story. We came up with the idea about 10 years ago. Just the mystery of Amelia Earhart has always been with us. It's been in our bones. And my mom was a flight attendant in the 70s and in the glory days of flying for flight attendants and loved aviation. And her birthday's the same as Amelia Earhart. So we've just always been connected to her. And her love of aviation and Amelia Earhart inspired this idea. And our friend Colette Friedman is the screenwriter. She said, you need to make this into a feature film. Like, you need to do it. And we were making short films. And we were scared, but we went for it. And she wrote this beautiful script. And then we brought it to Amy Glazer, the director, and she fell in love with the story and said Wendy Malick would be an amazing potential Amelia Earhart. And went to Wendy, she says she was scared by the script, which meant she wanted to do it. And so for me, as a more newcomer actress, to get to work alongside Wendy Malick was a true joy. We filmed in Hawaii for 18 days. Wow. But we were there for 2 months for pre-production and everything, which was exciting.
Very exciting and fun, and quite a challenge, to find the perfect set for this story, because it's in the 70s, right? Yeah. Waikiki is all not the 70s.
I love that you mentioned, not to jump in, but my mother was also a flight attendant in the 70s and spent lots of time in Hawaii, so I understand.
Which airline?
Pan Am, actually.
The big one. That's great.
Air California. I love that.
And then American.
Absolutely, but I love the idea of women in aviation, and just from all aspects of it, from the pilot, from the flight attendant. So tell me, what can we expect from the film?
Well, if it's a really wholesome, sweet, heartwarming story, and it follows my character Joe, who is an aspiring pilot, who has to come home to Hawaii to care for her ailing grandmother, Melly, who's played by Wendy Malick. And while she's there, they start to uncover these fragmented memories that create this mystery of, could she possibly be America's most celebrated aviatrix?
Wow.
And we're so thrilled to have it here in Vail. We have a huge producing team of really strong, wonderful women that are so thrilled to have it at this amazing festival and in person, because we know the trials and tribulations of doing things through COVID and lockdown, and we filmed during COVID. And so we're so happy that Vail Film Festival is back in person.
Yeah, absolutely.
To be here.
Yeah, we're extremely happy to be here, and we were extremely happy to get through COVID and making the movie. Everyone had to be tested every morning and everything, and that wasn't where our mindset was. Our mindset was creating this beautiful story, and Lexi and Wendy together. I mean, it couldn't have been a better team for what this story told, you know, and it's a tearjerker. We've had standing ovations, we've had tears, lots of tears, and
happy tears too.
Yeah, the happy tears.
Good.
The only thing I would say, I've been a movie fan since I was little, as she has, since she's about 3. I would say, don't get up to go to the bathroom. Okay. Because you might miss something that's really significant, because it is a mystery. And, you know, maybe we tell you at the end and maybe we don't.
I love the cliffhanger. This is definitely a great way to entice people to make sure they come see the film. So you mentioned COVID. So talk to me a little bit about the challenges of filming, and how was the end result of the film, even though you had those challenges?
Well, one nice thing about it is we filmed like family style.
Sure.
So we most of us were staying at the house that we filmed in. So it was really a character in the film. We wake up and have breakfast together, and then start getting in hair and makeup and start shooting just right there at that beautiful house.
On the beach.
On the beach. It was nice. It was not
It was
bad.
fabulous.
So because we wanted to keep our pod, you know what I mean? Like not have people going out getting exposed or anything. And a lot of the crew that had to fly in, they also were in their own crew house right down the street.
Oh, great.
And so they were all camaraderie, all of that. I'm just thrilled that we made it through, because for a small indie movie, to be able to make it and afford to do the COVID test and probably not get anyone sick. No one got COVID.
No one got sick.
Great.
And all the extra expense, you know, nothing that you plan on when you gather your money
started.
to start the movie. Made it. That was the only difficult part. The rest was, we made it through.
Yeah, and the finished product, I don't think it affected thrilled.
the end.
Yeah, thrilled at the finished product. Like the whole editing team, the way that our director Raymond Wood and Amy Glazer, the director, did I say editor Raymond Wood? That's what I meant to say. I don't know if I fumbled my words. Anyway, the way they weaved the feeling of Hawaii into the movie, into the pacing of the movie. It really makes you feel like you're there, and gets in with, it's a character-driven story, so really get close with the characters.
Absolutely.
And then the sound, everything came together.
Yeah, it did. Actually, we were very fortunate, because it could have, with COVID and all that goes along with that, it could have been a disaster. Just even getting through the airport, you know, or on a plane.
No, absolutely.
And
was
Hawaii
a
had
challenge.
special regulations as well.
They did. And some of them were lifted just before we started, which was a relief. Because,
that's a blessing for sure.
Yeah, I do think otherwise it might have affected the end. But everybody was so cooperative, and it was a really good team. And when you have that going, that's how it becomes a success.
Yeah. It's true, absolutely. Now, I would love to know, what's your favorite highlight of filming? You know, do you have a moment?
I do. I definitely do. Getting to fly in the airplanes was my highlight. I mean, working alongside Wendy overall was the highlight.
Sure.
But getting to fly, especially in the Citabria, that's an acrobatic plane.
Oh, wow.
And normally the main, the captain, the main pilot is in the front seat, and I'm not a licensed pilot.
Okay.
Although I did get to fly in these different airplanes for the movie. He had me in the front seat, and he was like, hiding behind me while flying.
Sure.
And so I had to do a lot of the gears and things, especially on landing, because he couldn't see around me. It was quite nerve-wracking and super exciting as an actress to get to be so in my character.
Yeah, that's incredible.
And as a producer with everything, and a mother, watching her, not a pilot, up there in that little plane. Because I've been on planes since I was 19,
sure.
so
you know.
I do, and it was a little nerve-wracking, but everything went smooth. We were blessed.
That's great. That's
Good
great.
karma
You know,
going.
being an actor, you really get to become a jack of all trades and an expert in almost all of them if you're really diving in. It sounds like you're about to pursue your pilot's license.
That
You
would be a
should.
dream come true.
That
I did
would
just
be.
have a little baby a couple months ago, so maybe I'll wait a couple more months till she's
not quite ready.
More independent so I can get up there.
That's
Do my
great.
best.
So tell us, where can we watch the film this weekend?
Yes, absolutely. Please come see it. It's Friday at 4 o'clock, part of the Vail Film Festival. It's at the Chasing Rabbits Theater, 4 o'clock on Friday, 7,000 miles.
Well, we're going to show our audience the trailer of the film, so let's take a look.
We're looking for our pilot.
And you found her.
Excuse me, we have a problem.
Understand? Scott?
You could have convinced them, Richard.
We'll make it happen.
Hello?
Joel, it's your grandfather.
How are you, Graham?
Well, Bert's dead, so not so good.
Nellie's mind isn't what it used to be.
Visual hallucinations may be the first signs of symptoms.
There is nothing wrong with you. I've been on the mainland so long, I hardly recognize you.
He's how old now?
Zach? Davey's little brother. Wow.
MIT graduate, pilot's license.
People on the mainland think that all pilots should be men.
Who's your boss? He doesn't know how good you fly?
It's complicated. People don't want to fly with a girl.
If women waited for the right time, nothing would ever change.
There's a pilot like you.
Yeah. She swears she was in a plane crash. Would there be a record of that?
I don't think we should leak this outside of the family.
There is more to life than being a passenger. Well, it's true.
Back in the day, you used to follow her and Davy around.
What?
I thought you was chasing your big brother, but maybe you're chasing her.
If you're Amelia Earhart, it means I was meant to do this.
And if I'm not who you think I am, you're not meant to do this? I have lived the sweetest life here with your grandfather and all of you. This is a life worth celebrating. Don't have regrets, Joe.
I won't. Someone has an important journey to complete.
There's a saying, it takes a village to raise a child. And we're your village.
You're stuck with us.
Good morning, Vail.
Eyepieces of Vail has been a fixture in the Vail community for over 30 years. From designer frames and sunglasses to high-performance sports frames, prescription goggles, and in-demand accessories like helmets, goggle lenses, and foldable reading glasses, our inventory raises the optical bar. Visit one of our 7 locations today and see why generations of loyal customers return time after time for our unmatched service and inventory. Eyepieces, the art of vision.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
At Revival Boutique Med Spa, we take an integrative and holistic approach to skincare, focusing on the bigger picture when treating our clients. We use only result-driven and science-based products that contain clean, organic, wildcrafted, and research-based ingredients. From injectables, facials, to body contouring, we offer anything related to looking your best self. Find us in the Riverwalk in Edwards. For a complete list of services, visit us online at revivalvail.com. Follow us on Instagram at Revival Vail Valley. Fall in love with your skin again. There's lots to love at Revival. Mind, body, beauty.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
When people think of world-class destinations, they're drawn to a place that provides opportunities for fine dining, shopping, superior lodging, exciting events, and unparalleled outdoor activities. Park City, Utah, and Vail, Colorado are renowned destinations for travelers and extraordinary homes for residents. Feature your exceptional products and services in these two luxury communities. Advertise with Park City Television and TV8 Vail. Contact us today.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Make sure you tune in every day at 8 p.m. to catch Scoreboard Nation. It's an outdoor lifestyle show dedicated to your 3 favorite mountain towns, Vail, Beaver Creek, Park City, and Reno, Tahoe. Join us for an incredible venture. Find us on TV8 Vail, Park City Television, or at thescoreboardnation.com. We can't wait to see you there.
You're watching K34QB, Vail, Colorado.
Good morning. It's Thursday, December 28th. We have got a great show for you here today. I've got Ben Roof in the studio with me, so we're going to cover some great things. Eric is going to be in from Amari to talk about some of those recovery beverages. We've got Michelle coming in from the West End to tell us what's going on down in their fitness system, their fitness center. A lot of cool things going on down there. If you've got something you need to recover, a bad knee, bad shoulder, that's the place to go do it. If you need to shape up a little bit for ski season, they'll get you in there. A lot of great tips. Grab a cup of coffee because hour 2 of Good Morning Vail starts now.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Let's take another look at today's weather forecast, taking a look over at the I-70 corridor, heading through Vail this morning. Looks like we got some clear skies, but it is a little bit cold. Around 8 a.m. this morning, we're looking at about 10 degrees, moving up to a high of 35 towards the mid-afternoon there. Mostly sunny with winds light and variable throughout the day. As we take a look at that hourly forecast, again, cold this morning, starting to warm up there around noon, with that high happening sometime between noon and 4 p.m. And then things are going to be cooling off with about 18 degrees there around 8 p.m. with clear skies overnight. Taking a look at the I-70 corridor, we've got about 47 as our high, or 46 as our high down in Denver, with sunny skies, the high of 35 in Vail, mostly sunny, with a high of 34 in Avon, also mostly sunny, and then a little bit cooler in Eagle with about 31 degrees. Taking a look there at the overnight forecast, a low of 12 degrees with mostly clear skies and a sunset at 4:49 p.m. And then winds still light and variable throughout the night. As we take a look at that weekly forecast, Friday we've got sunny skies with a high of 38 degrees. Saturday mostly sunny with a high of 40. Sunny on Sunday with a high of 36. Monday we've got partly cloudy skies with that high of 35. And then on Tuesday we've got a high of 30, still partly cloudy skies. Taking a look at the snow report at Beaver Creek, we've got 1 inch of snow in the last 48 hours with 80 on the season total, and then a 35-inch base depth. Lift hours are going to be 8:30 to 4 p.m. at Beaver Creek today, and then We've also got that 22 lifts open, 88 trails, and 39% of Beaver Creek's terrain is open. Taking a look over at Vail today, we've got that 27 lifts open, 240 trails open, and 86% of Vail's terrain open. And that is our snow report for today.
A lot of fun to be had over there on the mountains. A lot of terrain over in Vail to play around.
A lot of terrain, not quite as much over at Beaver Creek open quite yet, but they don't have quite the same snowmaking capabilities.
Yeah, I think it was probably most that western side. I was over there yesterday. There's a lot of runs open. There's still a lot of skiing, not real busy either.
Well, exactly. I mean, yesterday it was so cold that the mountain was pretty much empty. It was absolutely spectacular. Really, really great to be out there. Even if it was just a little bit cold and a little bit firm as you started to get a little bit more heavily trafficked areas.
They'll call it a little racy out there.
Exactly. But hey, on a day like today, where we've got clear skies, we want to try and make sure that we're taking a good look at our eyewear out there, right?
Oh, absolutely. You got to protect yourself. And
Exactly.
protecting your eyes, vision is precision. If you don't do that, it's not going to be a fun day.
Well, and not only do you have to protect our eyes, we got to protect our heads out there too. I mean, you're moving quick on the snow, and if it is a little bit icy out there, you can kind of one mistake and you might be going down. And since we're not, necessarily surrounded by our cars, but we could be moving at highway speeds, it's always nice to have a good helmet on.
Great helmet and a lot of protection with this. And it's technology that's built into these things.
Mhm.
You got the BOA system in the back to adjust it so it's nice and snug, not moving around.
And you can loosen it up a little bit too on cold days if you got fit that extra little skull cap in there to keep you a little bit warmer.
It's got MIPS, multi-impact protection system, so it's not just for a direct impact. If you hit at glance, it's got a little bit of momentum. It helps protect the neck a little more, helps absorb a little more of that energy on an impact. Smith does a great job.
And that's hugely important with skiing because very rarely are we going to experience that hard impact skiing. It's going to be a lot more of that shearing, glancing impact. And having that ability for the plastic to rotate against the net there to protect the head is really important.
And you brought up if you want to add another layer in there, it does have the great ventilation, both front and back, so you can adjust that. Great versatile piece of equipment to help protect you when you're out there on the slopes.
And then they've got that specialty antimicrobial technology too to help the helmet keep from being smelly or anything as you wear it year after year.
Yep. A lot of great technology that Smith has into this helmet. This can be picked up at Eyepieces of Vail, 8 convenient locations around the valley. You can't turn a corner without seeing Eyepieces of Vail, and the great place. They not only have the best in eyewear, goggles, glasses, whatever you need. They've also got a lens crafter in a couple of their locations if you need a prescription, but their staff are experts in everything.
And they will help you make sure that you get the right helmet and the right goggles to both fit your face for safety and style.
Absolutely. Well, that's kind of it. Make sure you got your protection out there. Eyewear, helmet, protect yourself out on the mountain. We'll be back soon with more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
Just wanted to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to my family in Florida, in Delray Beach, Florida. I miss you guys and wish you were here. Love you.
All right, Merry Christmas, Thomas and Annie. We can't wait to spend Christmas with you. Love you guys.
Hi, everyone. Happy holidays from Vail Health.
Les deseamos una feliz Navidad y un próspero año nuevo.
Have a happy, healthy holiday season.
Think Big features top kid inventors who face off against each other to see who can come up with the most innovative and creative invention. And Think Big, kids acquire and showcase their skills in creativity, science, marketing, design, and don't forget, teamwork. Check your local listings and watch the world's most innovative kids. They create and invent new toys, games, websites, and new modes of transportation. Tune in to Think Big.
America was built on a love for the outdoors. We are a nation of sportsmen, blessed with magnificent natural resources. With broad interests across water and field, we are united in our devotion to nature and conservation. Join us every week for the best shows celebrating the outdoor lifestyle. Outdoor America. Live free.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Hi, I'm Gretchen Pleshaw, host of TV8 Vail. From fashion to food, from film to festivals, experience a unique look at the boutiques, spas, restaurants, and venues that make the Valley so special. Join me for Glitz and Glam. Find it in Good Morning Vail or at our website at tv8vail.com. I can't wait for our next adventure.
Dog Tales is America's premier dog lovers magazine show. This series is all about dogs and the people who love them. Featuring dogs of all sizes, shapes, and breeds, keeping you up to date with all the latest news from the dog world. Sit back and enjoy a fun program for the whole family. Check your local listings and tune in to Dog Tales.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. I am here with Eric, who is not only the CEO but the founder of Amari. And you're no stranger to the show. You've come in quite often with a lot of the packets that we can mix up and make some of these drinks. But I got to tell you, I love these cans.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us back on Good Morning Vail. We're always happy to be here. So to give you a little bit of a brand intro, Amari is a better-for-you sports drink. Our award-winning recovery product line has no sugar, only 10 calories a can, no bubbles, just delicious taste. And our take on recovery is a little bit different, Kevin. We used a plant-based blend that may help reduce inflammation from exercise.
Wow.
Now, you're right, we were here many times last year.
Yep.
And we had our powdered product with us. We had a lot of fun making everything from breakfast smoothies, functional cocktails, mocktails, to bedtime teas. We sampled those products up and down the Vail Valley. And one thing that became very clear to us was that our customers, the everyday athlete, was really looking for convenience. So late last winter, we launched our ready-to-drink product line in the Vail Valley and in Breck to exceptional success. And we started with our berry lemonade. We expanded into our tangerine and lemon lime.
Nice. Now, these are alcohol-free.
Yes.
Got your CBD, got your turmeric in there.
Yep, exactly.
Great combination. Last time you were here, we made a few cocktails.
We did.
And so what a great idea. After you're done skiing, instead of jumping right into the après and doing the hard liquor, mix it a little bit with this and get that full recovery benefit.
Have a nice recovery drink. We make great cocktails with this as well. We've got all kinds of recipes on our website, drinkamari.com. But today I thought I'd share some of our recovery tips. Now, these have been perfected over 40 plus years of skiing. I love to ski. A lot of us ski and ride in the company. And what we've found is, number one, is you always want to stay hydrated. Whether you're from Colorado or here visiting, drink a lot of water. On the hill, after.
Right.
If apres in your future, definitely mix, say, 1 glass of water to every 2 adult beverages. That seems to work out really well.
Good
Our
tip.
second recovery tip is to stretch. We know the couch is calling you. Of course, you want to go sit down. A lot of us stretch before we ski, but we also recommend stretching after you ski.
Absolutely.
Your body will thank you for it.
Yeah.
The third is one I think we can all agree on. Skiing or riding in hot tubs are meant to go together.
Right.
Not only do you look cool, but that hot water helps with the circulation, gets that blood flow going, helps oxygenate the muscles and speed that recovery process. And our last recovery tip, sorry to sound like your parents, but is to get a good night's sleep. Easier said than done, but it helps you bounce back and get out there for another great day on the hill.
Yep. Absolutely. And one of the things, that last one, sleep. It's tough for some people when they're acclimating to the altitude. That first night is a little bit restless.
Yes.
But if you hydrate properly,
Yes.
that really helps kind of draw everything in to get that good night's sleep.
Exactly. It's a good idea to get that. Now, if you can take, Kevin, if you'd like to try some of our products, I poured some of them for you.
Let's start out with this tangerine right over here. This looks amazing.
And if any of your viewers are interested, I'll be demoing later this afternoon at the market at Beaver Creek, and then this evening at Edwards Village Market.
Okay, and if you're
Two of
not
our
familiar
retailers.
where the market there in Beaver Creek, right past the ice skating rink is
Right at
where
the
that
base.
market area is. Yep,
Exactly.
at the base. Wow, this is really good.
It is tasty.
I love the packets, the dry packets, but this is really, really good.
Well, we figured out that most of our consumers really love the convenience of the can. They can just grab it, pop a top, they're ready to go.
And again, we
Works out
talked
well.
about the ease of the packets on putting in your backpack, but these will fit in perfectly.
Exactly.
Wow, really good. Berry lemonade hits the spot.
And our third flavor, our newest one, is lemon lime. Just came out earlier this month. So it's exciting for us. We've been able to start to expand our distribution. You can find us all over the Vail Valley. And many retailers like
So
the
good.
two I just mentioned. Then also in great, awesome ski shops like Pepe's. And then other places like Beaver Liquors.
Yeah.
And convenience stores.
What a great place to be. So if you're out there and you're looking for this beverage, go to one of those fine retailers to put that in your basket, because what a great recovery drink. If you're a retailer and you're looking for an amazing product line to carry, this is very unique, one of a kind, something that everyone will be able to use. And again, very nice packaging, so it's very
Thank you.
appealing.
Believe it or not, we won an award for our packaging. And just earlier this month, we were named by Food and Beverage Magazine. Their editors named us one of the top products of 2023.
I know why. I know why now. You've got to taste it. Get out there and sample it. Get over to the market there in Beaver Creek. Try this product out. Eric, thank you for coming back again. We really appreciate your time. Love trying this product. You as a viewer have got to try this. It's great from a recovery standpoint, whether you're skiing, boarding, out there mountain biking, different types of seasons, just any athletic activity. Hydrate up, get in your Amare, and you'll be set for the next day. We'll be back soon with more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome aboard. Bobby Laurie and Nikki Noya have your ticket to everything you need for an on-the-go lifestyle. Grab your boarding pass. It's time to jet set.
Hi, I'm Ben Belgrad, and I'm the owner of Drinking Vessels here at Bat Country Studios in Minturn. And I've been in the Valley for 7 years. I moved to the Valley because a friend helped me to get my vision off the ground, building my glass studio here, and being so close to snowboarding. So here at the studio, we're acting as a broker for 50 to 100 artists from around the country. We also offer glassblowing classes, and we bring many artists from around the country here to be able to work and create art collaboratively and be so close to skiing and all the activities we have here in the Valley. Here at Drinking Vessels, we specialize in handmade glass drinkware from artists around the country and around the world. Some of these are produced as more of an item you could get in sets and kind of get different color options as time goes on. And some of these are completely one of a kind and really high-end art that's unlike anything people have seen before. While I'm an artist myself here at the studio, I'm representing between 50 and 100 other artists from around the country. And most of these artists are able to spend most of their time working on their art while we help handle their marketing and their sales and the distribution and representation, allowing them more time to focus on their art. That's really my privilege in running this business, is creating that support and providing that platform for this big group of artists that are part of a movement that's very important to me.
At Revival Boutique Med Spa, we take an integrative and holistic approach to skincare, focusing on the bigger picture when treating our clients. We use only result-driven and science-based products that contain clean, organic, wildcrafted, and research-based ingredients. From injectables, facials, to body contouring, we offer anything related to looking your best self. Find us in the Riverwalk in Edwards. For a complete list of services, visit us online at revivalvail.com. Follow us on Instagram at Revival Vail Valley. Fall in love with your skin again. There's lots to love at Revival. Mind, body, beauty.
Coming up this season on Ready, Set, Renovate, real homeowners tackle really big renos.
Welcome to the ugliest house in the neighborhood.
It's a wild ride from before to after.
If we go to the tile store one more time, only one of us is coming out alive.
Well, I didn't know he was going to do all that.
Between the budget and the timeline, it's makeover madness.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the show. Taking a quick look at Covered Bridge there with the beautiful Vail Mountain in the background. It's going to be a gorgeous day out there, even if it's got a little bit of a cold start. At 8 a.m. this morning, we're expecting it to be about 10 degrees, warming up as we move on to the afternoon there with a high of 35. Mostly sunny skies throughout the day with winds light and variable. As we take a look there at the hourly forecast, again, pretty cold this morning. Things are going to start to warm up there towards noon, hitting that high sometime between noon and 4 p.m. And then we're going to start to cool off there as the sun sets, seeing about 18 degrees with clear skies at around 8 p.m. tonight. Taking a look down at the I-70 corridor there in Denver, we're seeing that high of 46 degrees with sunny skies, a high of 35 in Vail with mostly sunny throughout the Vail Valley there with that high of 34 in Avon and a little bit cooler with that 31 high in Eagle. Taking a look at the overnight forecast, we've got a low of 12 degrees tonight with mostly clear skies and sunset at 4:49 p.m. tonight. Winds still light and variable throughout. As we take a look there at the rest of the week there, Friday we've got sunny skies with a high of 38 degrees, mostly sunny on Saturday with a high of 40. Sunday we've got sunny skies with a high of 36 degrees, and then on Monday we've got partly cloudy skies with that high of 35. And then moving on to Tuesday, still partly sunny skies with a high of 30 degrees. Awesome. So that is the weather forecast for you. Don't forget, if you're looking for some great things to check out for the eyes or for your helmets, make sure to check out Eyepieces of Vail. We'll be right back with a little bit more after this.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the show. Now it's the holiday season, which means it is the winter season. And oftentimes there are accidents and all kinds of things happening. Joining us today to talk about all things how you can be prepared ahead of time is Kelly, the car mom. Kelly, how are you this morning?
I'm doing great. Thanks so much for having me.
Well, first of all, I love the car mom. I love all that you're doing with it. But you are really an expert in all things being prepared ahead of time. So talk to me about how you can be prepared ahead of time and what that looks like.
Yeah, so I mean, as a mom, I definitely try to prepare for every situation, right? Like we have the snacks, we have the extra change of clothes, I have shoes, because that's just important to me as a mother. But accidents, vehicle accidents are one of those things that can be difficult to prepare for. And I actually think what's just as important is what happens after the accident. And one of the best ways that family can make sure they're prepared is to make sure they have some really good rental coverage reimbursement on their auto insurance policy. That way, if you get in an accident and your vehicle needs to go to the shop to be repaired, you're not stuck with nothing to drive and you have a car.
That's a big one. You know, a lot of people don't think about that ahead of time until you're in the moment, and then it can cost a lot more. So talk to me about, you know, why rental reimbursement coverage is important and like exactly how much do you need?
Yeah, and like you said, like a lot of people, it is so important. It's one of those things you don't want to wish that you had. And according to enterprise data, 60% of full coverage auto insurance policyholders don't have this coverage, and a lot of people don't even know it exists. So it's obviously important because as a mom of 3, like I'm not driving a Chevy Tahoe for the gas mileage, right? I'm driving it because it's the car that can fit my kids' car seats, that can fit the double stroller, fit all of our suitcases for this like crazy holiday season. So making sure you have it's important, but also making sure that you have the right level. That way, if we get in an accident, my car has to go to the shop, I'm not stuck with nothing to drive. I'm not missing Christmas. I don't have my mother-in-law calling me and complaining. My life goes on as it would.
And it's so important. Now, we're here in Colorado, so winter driving accidents happen all the time. So, is there anything else that we should know to be prepared? Tell me more.
Yeah, so I mean, just enterprise data tells us that 6 out of 10 trips this year are road trips. So you mix more people on the road traveling with winter weather conditions, it is a recipe for an increased risk of accidents. So it is so important to be prepared every step of the way before you leave, like making sure your tires are at the correct PSI, making sure you have a full tank of gas, making sure your vehicle is up to date on any service. If it were to happen, making sure you have those emergency essentials in your car, like a blanket, a phone charger, a bottle of water. And then finally, after the fact, making sure that your family can, not miss a beat this holiday season, get right back on the road and make sure that you are covered with rental car reimbursement.
Oh, rental car reimbursement. That's one that you probably aren't aware of all the time. So love that you gave that advice, and then love that Enterprise is really actively bringing awareness to this kind of insurance policy. So where can we go for more information if we want to, rent a car or make sure that we know exactly what we're doing?
Yeah, and I think it is so important because if you are to get in a collision this time of year, vehicle repairs take longer than I think people think. The average repair is about 17 days. So we're not talking about having to pay for a rental car for 1 or 2 days, but up to 2.5 weeks. And that's just a surprise expense that I know a lot of families don't want to have to take on this holiday season. So you can call your insurance agent to find out more about what the policy looks like. You can add it at any time, or you can go to enterprise.com/rental reimbursement.
17 days. That's a lot. And
That's
rental
a long
cars,
time.
and there are so few rental cars compared to what there used to be out on the road. So definitely make sure that you plan ahead of time. Well, Kelly, we appreciate you. If we want to follow you and the Car Mom and all the advice that you're giving, where can we go for that?
Yeah, thanks so much. Yeah, so I'm the Car Mom. I review cars for moms and families. You can find my vehicle reviews over on YouTube, or you can find me on social, Instagram at the Car Mom, where we just empower women through the car buying process by sharing great tips like this.
And I love what you're doing with the holiday season and the car seat giveaways. So congratulations. That's very exciting stuff. Love that partnership and how you're impacting families. And thank you for the information about Enterprise and how you can be prepared during the winter season.
Definitely.
Absolutely. Now stay tuned. We've got a bit more here on the second hour of Good Morning Vail. We'll be right back after this.
Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Familia, estamos muy emocionados de por fin presentarles nuestro nuevo programa completamente en español, Conexión Latina, que se estrena este lunes 21 de agosto a partir de las 7 de la tarde. Por el momento, el programa se transmitirá los lunes, miércoles y viernes de 7 a 7 y media de la tarde, con una repetición de 7 y media a 8, así que no hay excusas para perdértelo. Te recuerdo que puedes sintonizar nuestra programación a través del canal 92 de Comcast, nuestra página web tv8vail.com y nuestra página de Facebook TV8 Conexión Latina. Acompáñanos en esta nueva aventura llena de información y entretenimiento local. No te lo pierdas.
Hello, everyone. I'm Raisa Pascal. And I'm Andrea Jackson. Welcome to Life, Love, Shopping. Have any personal stories you can share?
Do I? Yes, I do.
So even though you work for some good deals, too good to miss on flash deals. Now check this out.
Studies show spending time outdoors can help with depression, lowering blood pressure, and overall health and happiness.
Suki and Scott show. We are feeling good today. Great show on the way.
Absolutely. Welcome to our show. I'm Suki.
I'm Scott.
And we are feeling good today. You know why? Because we had a great show.
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the immersion theater.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. As we're closing in on the new year, we've definitely got some New Year's resolutions on the table. And joining me now is Michelle, the director of the athletic club at the Westin, here to talk about a little bit of a nutritional thing that you guys got going on to kind of help kick off your New Year's resolution on the right foot.
We do. Thanks so much for having me this
Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, we're in our final week of 2023. And with the new year coming, this is a great opportunity to reset your energy, reset your body. So the athletic club at the Westin, we do every year a nutrition reset program. And so it's just all about, first of all, educating the participants on how do you stay, anti-inflammatory, how do you prevent chronic illness, reset your energy and keep your body, functioning optimally for the athletics, but also just healing through food and cleansing in that way too. So we're super excited about the event.
Well, I mean, an anti-inflammatory in particular is so important here, especially with the amount of activity that we do in the Vail Valley. Like all the skiing, all the riding, all the different impact sports that we participate in, like inflammatory issues in the joints can really build up time after time, and diet is a huge impact in that.
Yeah, and I think we can all attest to the sweets and the cookies and even alcohol that we get to enjoy and partake in
Those
through the
cookies
holidays.
up at Beaver Creek, hard to say no.
So exactly, the 3 p.m. cookie time that happens even in the Westin every day at 3 or at 4. But just taking the opportunity to kind of detox from like the sugar addiction that we all might be low-key experiencing, or just even if we're feeling like I need more rest, it's a systematic kind of cleanse to do a nutrition reset. And I think the cool thing too is, so when you're stepping into a nutrition change, it can be really hard to change your habits, and it can be really hard to hold yourself accountable to that. So what this event is going to be is it's 3 weeks, and we are led by Christine Pierangeli, who's a certified master nutrition therapist. And Christine has done this program with the Westin for years. She'll share a grocery list, recipes, and then we also meet 3 times for a group nutrition kind of support group almost. And she'll kind of go through like, how do you meal prep? How do you grocery shop? How do you pick your veggies? What are some do's and don'ts for like walking through this 3-week nutrition reset? And it's $79 for an individual, or we encourage couples, families to get together and do this together, and that's a special price of $109 for a couple. And then that includes the support group. We work out in the gym one day. We have a special date to do that, and then meet over Zoom. There's, like I said, she shares a lot of really good content, and I would just encourage anyone to come join the New Year Nutrition Reset with us if you have the interest in kind of renewing your energy for the new year.
Well, and the value there is incredible because, like you were saying, changing your diet can be really difficult. Like, especially when your body is getting so used to certain nutritional patterns, you can result in mood swings, crashes, all those sorts of things. And having that extra support system to give you like both kind of a heads up on what to expect, but then also be there to kind of offer that hand to reach out and support when you're struggling with a particular instance. So tell me a little bit more about how like that support works together. Like how is the nutrition therapist going to help kind of guide people through if they need maybe a little bit of extra help in between sessions or something? Is there anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of information that goes into eating right. You know, like we talk about, you know, sugar, for example, can be so demonized, but then there's sugar in fruit and there's a lot of vitamins in fruit. And there's also vitamins in vegetables. And like, how do you make sure that you're helping your body to recover from any kind of endurance or any kind of like fitness activity that you're doing? But also, like, as we age, the importance of giving yourself the vitamins to like benefit your organs and keep your body from preventing chronic illness. And so I think there's a whole level of education that I've absorbed so much from Christine Pierangeli, and she's wonderful to just kind of like learn from. She's a great teacher. So I definitely encourage, any participation for it. Are you going to join?
I think I might, but
come.
the real question is though, do you have to be a member of the Weston Athletic Club to participate, or
So
is
no-
it open to the general public?
Yes, the New Year Nutrition Reset is open to the public. Anyone can join.
Awesome.
You can just call the athletic club if you want to sign up and you're not already on our membership app. I can tell you the phone number. It's 970-790-2051.
Give us that number just one more time.
970-790-2051, and call and just let us know you want to join the New Year Nutrition Reset.
Awesome.
It's awesome. And then we have a few other events coming in the new year.
I was just about to ask about that because, I mean, the Weston Athletic Club is definitely the premier gym athletic club in the Vail Valley. Like, you guys definitely have some of the best amenities and some of the most up-to-date equipment and everything. So give us a little bit of an overview, if you don't mind,
I would
about
love
just
to.
a general vibe over there at the Weston Athletic Club. And then I'd love to hear about the rest of your events that you guys got going on.
Yes, I would love to share with you. So here in Avon, Colorado, we have the Athletic Club at the Weston, and the Athletic Club has amazing facilities. We have an entire gym that just went through a huge remodel in the last 2 years, all techno gym equipment. We service the hotel, but also sell memberships to the general population. And then we have 3 outdoor hot tubs that are open year-round, as well as a 25-yard outdoor heated pool that's also open 365 days a year. And we offer about 60 weekly fitness classes.
Wow.
We have a huge roster of staff and different experienced instructors who teach everything from yoga, aerial yoga, Pilates equipment, Pilates bar, Pilates mat. We have strength and conditioning classes as well as boot camp. And then in the new year, we have a few events that are, again, geared toward resetting your energy and getting on track for the new year. We have a new year yoga flow class on the first day of the year. This is donation-based, so all the donations will just go to our nonprofit partner of the month, Bright Future Foundation. And that's the first day of the year, so anyone, again, can show up to this class. It's free. Donation-based. And then we also have an Ayurveda workshop. So speaking of healing and resetting your energy, the workshop is all about like kind of an Eastern medicine take on healing and just kind of refreshing your body and mind for the year to come and intention setting for 2024. And that event, that workshop is also donation based. So if any of this piques your interest, there's so much opportunity to just come check out the facility and these classes without too much of a cost. It goes to a great cause as well. So we have Pelotons in the gym and all kinds of offerings for anyone who's interested, whether it's a more holistic kind of like yoga, stretch, healing approach, or if you want to lift heavy and come sweat it out in our boot camp classes. We have some new technology coming as well. I'm just going to keep going on and on about that.
Yeah, I wasn't hearing about it.
I have more.
It's such a great opportunity to kind of put everything together all at once and have that access to whether it's strength training, recovery, nutrition, stretching, yoga. You guys have everything there at the Westin, and there's something new every day, it sounds like.
Yeah, we have a lot of events. We try to keep it fresh. So we just launched a new technology in the new year, and this is like a heart rate tracking platform, and it's in our boot camp classes. So all of our class participants get strapped with a heart rate tracker, and the Polar device, it's kind of like it'll screencast your heart rate onto the TVs, and then it gamifies your class so that during class you can see like how hard are you working compared to the guy next to you on the treadmill.
Awesome.
So yeah, a lot of fun technology. We keep it fresh and engaging.
So if people need to learn more, if they're interested in joining or becoming a member of the Westin Club, where should they go to learn more?
Great question. So we do, of course, have our website. It's spaanjali.com/athletic club. So you can just go spaanjali, ANJALI.com, and check it out there. You can also call us at the number that I had recently shared. We're on Instagram. And those
Awesome.
are our options.
Well, Michelle, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Michelle Guido, Director of the Westin Athletic Club. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with a little bit more Good Morning Vail right after this.
Good morning, Vail.
For fun and adventure, join me on Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big World. Find out where I'll be going next and which celebrities I'll be bringing along with me. I'll show you amazing destinations with lots to explore, and you'll get to know my celebrity guests the way they really are, up close and personal. We'll travel the world, experience new cultures, and together, try to make a difference. I'm Elizabeth Stanton, saying the world's a big place, and I'm going to show it to you.
Lions Head Jewelers Fossil and Mineral Gallery. Located in the heart of Lions Head Village for over a decade, our 4,000 square foot gallery boasts a one-of-a-kind experience that cannot be found anywhere else in Vail. We carry the most exquisite array of fine jewelry, high-end minerals, and museum-quality fossils. We invite you to come in and explore all the history and beauty that nature has to offer.
Eyepieces of Vail has been a fixture in the Vail community for over 30 years. From designer frames and sunglasses to high-performance sports frames, prescription goggles, and in-demand accessories like helmets, goggle lenses, and foldable reading glasses, our inventory raises the optical bar. Visit one of our 7 locations today and see why generations of loyal customers return time after time for our unmatched service and inventory. Eyepieces, the art of vision.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
TV8 is serving the community 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, delivering content in all sorts of mediums. Take us with you on the go, as Good Morning Vail and Good Day Vail are now available as podcasts. You can find us on Spotify, Apple, and Pandora. And don't forget, you can always find TV8 on YouTube, tv8vail.com, and all of our social media platforms. Just another reason why there's more for you on 92.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. 'Tis the season. You heard a little bit about dietary things over at the Westin, so make sure you get over there and enjoy some of that at the Westin Health Club. But we were able to sit down, Kim and I, last week, get in the kitchen, play around, and make some cocktail sauce. So here is that cut on us making cocktail sauce. Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. It's a great cocktail segment on the snow globe.
The snow globe sipper. It's quite delicious and easy to make and just very festive.
It's a great time of year. You can make non-alcoholic cocktails. You can make, put a double in there, make it a really fun snow globe. A lot of different ways to do it. I love cocktails.
Cocktails are delicious, but with that one we put just sparkling water.
Yeah.
Just a fun little sip. I would not recommend sipping sparkling water on live air, though.
No, not at all. But the only thing better than a cocktail is cocktail sauce.
Cocktail sauce. It is a classic.
Who doesn't like that with a little seafood?
With a little seafood, you can wow your guests if you make it from scratch. I know you can buy it now in a jar, but it's just not the same.
It's not the same, and it's very simple to make. So we're going to show everybody how to make a good cocktail sauce.
We are. So Kevin, do you make cocktail sauce often, or have you made it in your past?
I have, yes, absolutely.
Okay. Tell me all about it. How did it turn out?
I tell you, one of my favorite dishes that I enjoy making is a seafood pan roast.
Oh.
And so with a seafood pan roast, obviously it's kind of a cream base, but there is a cocktail sauce element. And I like to kind of garnish with the cocktail sauce. And I always add just a little more horseradish to give it a kick.
Well, and that's the beauty of making it from scratch, because you can basically make it as spicy as you want to.
Throw a little garlic in it. If you like a little more acidity, put a little more lemon in it.
Yeah,
so,
if you want it a little bit more light and fresh. So should we get started?
Let's get started.
Awesome.
So the first ingredient is very, very simple. It's ketchup.
And, that's an easy one. I love, as I mentioned, I'm not a huge condiment person, but when I do get the condiments, I love to use the Primal Kitchen brand, because to me, they're a little bit less sugary, but that's what we're using today. But you can just get a simple one, just get your normal Heinz or whatever ketchup it is for this one.
Use your fancy.
They're so fancy. So we are literally just dumping the ketchup in there, and that's your base, which is the obvious one. And then the tricky part is all the things that you add into it.
Yeah, and then everything else is just kind of an add-in. We've got some horseradish. You've got your Tabasco sauce.
We do.
So we use a couple dashes of Tabasco sauce to heat things up.
I like a little bit of Tabasco, and the best part about this is you can make it as spicy or as not spicy as you want to. I like the kick, to me personally.
Yeah.
The shrimp is just a vehicle to get the sauce into my mouth, in my opinion. So
right. We put in the hot stuff here.
The hot stuff. So if you wanted to be exact, you could do about 2 tablespoons to 1/2 a cup of ketchup, which is what we just threw in here, and then we're doing about 2 tablespoons, but really just eye it, taste it, see how it feels. That looks like a good 2 tablespoons of horseradish to me. Then we did a dash of Tabasco. And we did a couple heavy-handed dashes, huh?
Couple heavy-handed dashes. We're going to heat that up.
So it looks like cocktail sauce now, but we're not quite done with the flavor. So you were just chopping up some lemon.
Using some lemon. And obviously, we've got lemon juice already squeezed, fresh lemon juice. But this can always work as a garnish, too. So you can cut up your whole
fresh
lemon
juice
and
already
use it
squeezed. You tell me when.
Okay.
We're just, I'm making a mess here.
Now my thumb is going to be...
Smell fresh and clean.
There we go, yeah.
Think we're good?
Yep.
All right, looks good to me.
And it's funny you say that, because a lot of times after you're doing seafood, especially something like shrimp where you hold it in your hands, lemon's a great way to cut the scent of the shrimp off.
Speaking of which, I grew up on the East Coast, and every summer we would crack blue crabs. And so you are just covered in the scent of crabs afterwards. It's delicious. But that's what they would give us, would be like slices of lemon in warm water to soak our fingers in so that it would take away the seafood scent.
Perfect.
But what's great? We've got shrimp that already have tails on them. So minimal peeling work.
Fancy.
We
Very
are
fancy.
so fancy here at TV8. So we added the lemon juice, we added the Tabasco, we added the horseradish.
A little Worcestershire.
A little Worcestershire, and that is the secret ingredient that I think people forget about. You just do a dash. You know, you can do 1 tablespoon if you wanted to. We're just going to add a few dashes here. Worcestershire, which don't ask me to spell it unless I'm looking at it because I just cannot.
Is it like ketchup? Is there like 500 different ways to spell it?
I believe so.
Probably is. Catsup or ketchup. Use it with the C, spell it with K.
All of the things. And then you just kind of stir it around. And the best part about this is, you know, you can make a cocktail sauce with shrimp, but if you like a raw oyster, you can always put a little bit of cocktail sauce on a saltine cracker with a raw oyster. And this is just a really fun way to wow your guests. You know, they're typically used to buying it from the store, and it's just an easy thing to make when you're having a dinner party or if you just want to have a fancy afternoon of snacks.
I like to make it when I'm on TV and talking to all of our viewers, and it's a simple thing to make.
Especially in the morning.
Exactly.
Well, what do you think, Kevin? You think we're done?
I love the aroma.
I do too. It smells a little bit of that spicy.
Right.
You can smell the acidity of the tomatoes from the ketchup. What other way would you describe it?
I agree. Very acidity, and you can smell that horseradish really kind of opens up.
It really does.
Kind of brings everything to life, wakes you up in the morning.
It does. Well, I'm going to try it. I don't know about you, but
let's give it a shot.
Give it a shot. We'll see how it goes.
Don't double dip.
No double dipping. Luckily, these shrimp are small enough that you don't double dip it. What do you think? Well, you chew it. I'll talk.
We'll switch off. Your turn.
And you know a great way to prepare shrimp? We actually got these already cooked from the grocery store, but it's super simple. You just, you know, if you got them with the shells on, you can just boil them in water till they turn pink, just like this. Right. And then you can ice bath it really quickly so it cools it down. We have it sitting on ice here, as you can see. But the fun way to like make it look fancy, just put a bowl of ice in, ring around the edges with the shrimp, and then you can throw like a piece of kale or parsley and lemon, just like Kevin, you know, dressed it up very nicely. So I'm going to try it and tell you what I think.
Yeah, you talk about getting shrimp that's already got the shell on. One good thing, if you're getting the regular whole raw shrimp, save the shell, put it in a pan with a little bit of olive oil, heat it up until that shell starts to turn a little red. Add just a little bit of butter, and you've got a nice little shrimp stock.
Oh, that sounds delicious. I can tell you, you went heavy-handed on the horseradish.
I did?
It's got a great kick to it. Not in a bad way.
No.
But if you have guests that are a little bit more sensitive to spice, you can just add some more lemon juice, a little bit more Worcestershire.
Yeah, or you
words
can
I
just tell
can't
those
say.
guests to go home. So that's what I would do.
They came to dinner at your house, they're eating your food. Well, I tell you what, I'm loving all of
Christmassy.
You're hosting, so you know what? We're hosting here in the TV8 kitchen, loving these morning snacks.
Right.
It's a nice change to all of the sweet treats that you're probably consuming
another
this
little
holiday
appetizer
season.
to kick everything off, to get the meal started.
It's great. Well, we've got a bit more left on the show, so we'll be right back after this.
Good morning, Vail.
Spooky and Scott show. We are feeling good today. Great show on the way.
Absolutely. Welcome to our show. I'm Suki.
I'm Scott.
And we are feeling good today. You know why? Because we had a great show.
I'm Amy Goodman, host of Democracy Now! Our independent news hour offers diverse perspectives and unique opinions, often unheard in the mainstream media, live as the news unfolds. Tune in for Democracy Now!, the War and Peace Report, weekday mornings at 9 and evenings at 6 on TV8 Vail, Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on Channel 92.
TV8 is serving the community 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, delivering content in all sorts of mediums. Take us with you on the go, as Good Morning Vail and Good Day Vail are now available as podcasts. You can find us on Spotify, Apple, and Pandora. And don't forget, you can always find TV8 on YouTube, tv8vail.com, and all of our social media platforms. Just another reason why there's more for you on 92. Join us in exploring the everyday lives of community members here in the Vail Valley. Hear their inspiring stories of how they came here, their contributions to our community, and why they chose to call this place home. We want you to be one of our neighbors. If you would like to be featured or nominate someone to be featured, please send an email to Danielle@tv8vail.com. We look forward to featuring your story right here on TV8.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Make sure you tune in every day at 8 p.m. to catch Scoreboard Nation. It's an outdoor lifestyle show dedicated to your 3 favorite mountain towns, Vail, Beaver Creek, Park City, and Reno, Tahoe. Join us for an incredible venture. Find us on TV8 Vail, Park City Television, or at thescoreboardnation.com. We can't wait to see you there.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. There is our fish cam, official fish cam, and you can see it right under the rock there, a little guy kind of hanging out, enjoying those ice cold waters as he swims around. So plenty of trout out there if you're a trout fisherman. You want to get out there? There's some fish in the water. Let's take a look at that local weather. Getting up today at 8 a.m., 10 degrees. High today of 35 degrees, mostly sunny, light variable winds, so not a lot of distractions if you're out there on the slopes. Vail by the hour, things are going to start to warm up. Probably around that 3 o'clock hour is when we're going to see that warmer temperature come through. Looking at the I-70 corridor, 46 and sunny in Denver, 35 in Vail, 34 in Avon, and Eagle is showing 31 degrees. Tonight is going to be a low of 12 degrees. It was awful cold this morning when I got up, so a little bit warmer tonight than it was last night. Mostly clear, sun setting at 4:49 p.m. I don't know if you got to look at that full moon last night, or maybe it wasn't a full moon, but absolutely beautiful out there on that clear night. 5-day is looking really, really good. That Friday, 38 degrees, Saturday, 40 degrees. Sunny on Sunday with 36 degrees and kind of moderate temperatures during the evening. Monday, Tuesday, kind of partly cloudy, things rolling in. Hopefully we'll see a little more snow. But speaking of snow, that snow report over in Beaver Creek, not a lot in the last 48 hours. Season total of 80 inches, 35-inch base depth. They've got 22 lifts spinning, 88 trails open. That's only 39% of the terrain in Beaver Creek, but a lot to ski over there. Was over there yesterday. Vail, different story, 27 lifts spinning, 240 trails open, 86% of the terrain over there in Vail that is open. So, you know, they've got some good snow over there, 101 inches for the year, and that base of 37 inches, nothing to sneeze out, some good terrain.
No, and just a little bit more snow before the trees start to be skiable, and we don't have to worry about nearly as much deadfall or anything like that.
Yeah.
Closing in.
Very playful out there.
Ski season
Very
now.
playful out there right now on the slope. So get out there. Make sure you get your skis tuned up. Get some edge on them.
Exactly.
Be a lot
if
of fun.
Feeling a little bit tired, check out Amari to kind of help with that recovery and refresh yourself for that next day, or head over into the West End.
Go to the West and see Michelle and her team over there. They've got a dietitian that's got some great classes. So a lot to do here in the Valley right now.
Exactly. It's going to be an incredible day out there today and a great ski season. So take care, and we will see you tomorrow.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good
Are you looking for exciting and nutritious recipes to cook at home? Watch Colorful Cooking with Tracy Miller on TV8 Vail. Tracy brings you the best in fresh and healthy foods for the active outdoor lifestyle. Stream online at tv8vail.com or find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you